Hey, welcome back guys, it's me Mr. 4K Upscaler. First and foremost, I would like to give big appreciation and thank you to my friend Martin Poggi, P-O-G-G-I. And it's because of him that I'm able to do this video. I'm doing a Dolby Vision test on the C6P LG OLED 55-inch curved TV. And I'm going to show you how the Dolby Vision version on the Vudud works. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to go out and buy the disc. He bought both movies and he had the extra code because he already has Dolby Vision built into the disc. So he wanted to give me, actually I asked him for it and he did. He gave me the codes and I appreciate that he did give me those codes so I can bring this video to you guys so you can see it, how it looks. I'm going to try to do my best here to show many different stills. Hopefully I won't get blocked. I'm trying to use a fair use. Usually universal. I think this is universal, right? Is this universal? I think it's universal. Anyway, hopefully they'll be kind enough for a fair use. So anyway, big shout out to Martin Poggi, P-O-G-G-I. So thank you, Martin. Appreciate it. And let's continue. You know, one of the first things that you notice when you start the Dolby Vision movie, you just feel that the colors are more natural and richer. The screen is more brighter. The deep dark levels are more natural. Like, you know, when you watch HDR movie, you notice that sometimes the movie can dim down on certain areas in certain movies. Like one great example of that was on the Underworld. I felt like the Underworld on HDR10 was way too dark. Like there were some scenes where I just felt like, was this too dimmed down, you know? With Dolby Vision, the movie, it's always bright. It's really designed for any movie feature out there to look great. And for those of you who went to see Wonder Woman on Dolby Vision IMAX, I'm sure you guys are in for a treat, especially with the Dolby Atmos and all that. So let's go through some more scenes here. This is Despicable Me 1. And it is a Dolby Vision, just to show you. It's a Dolby Vision. It supports Dolby Digital Plus, but that's okay, because even if it did support Dolby Atmos, the only way I could use that Dolby Atmos is through my my other app that's on NVIDIA Shield. That's my only negative. If I have to give this TV a negative, one minor. This is like my minute negative is I wish that they implemented Dolby Atmos output. If they have done that on this TV, that would have been awesome. But that's okay, man. I have LG UP970. I'll be able to output Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision. I'm not sure when the update will be available, but I'll keep you posted. I mean, just look at right here. Look at the sky and the detail here, like the fire here. This is all natural colors. Like everything you see here is natural and really looks great. One cool thing about this Dolby Vision version, the entire screen gets filled. There's no those bars at the top to bottom, so the entire screen gets filled. It just looks amazing, looks stunning. Let me get a little bit closer if I can, like this. And as you will see, the detail here, it's stunning. However, I do have to remind you that I do have a very high-end speed internet. I'm running close to 220 Mbps, megabits per second. My upload speed, I believe it's about 48 megabits per second, which is ridiculous. And I'm also using a Ethernet wired port that goes to my Asus. I forgot which Asus router I have. It's like the latest one with like 6 antennas, like a tri-band or whatever. It's one of those like high-end routers, and so I'm running a wired big giant monster Ethernet cable to this TV, so I'm getting the best possible detail here. So I just want to acknowledge that, you know, that because the reason I'm doing it, because I want to test the Dolby Vision. I want to get that best possible internet speed, so I can test this on television. Let me show you some more still shots right here. And so you can see it is a Dolby Vision, in case some people are wondering. Yeah, as you can see clearly, it says Dolby Vision right here. And Vudud, it's really cool, honestly. I like Vudud because it not only does it give you the ability to watch this on your Dolby Vision enabled TVs, but you can also take all of your movies that you collected. You can take them with you, watch it on your cell phone. When you go travel somewhere, you can take it with you, watch the movies you own, you know, instead of watching something on the plane that they give you. So I like that ability. I like that freedom. So the Vudud is pretty cool. Here's another great still shot right here. I wish that I could show you this in moving picture, but I cannot take that risk, because then this video would be for nothing. Then you won't be able to see it because they will block it, you know. If I could, believe me, I would show you this entire movie. You know, not the entire movie, I'm sorry, but I would show you this movie running, you know. This is the only way I can work around it, you know. And it's not because I'm not going to monetize this. This is not going to be monetized. I just want to keep that clear for everyone. But it doesn't matter whether you monetize it or not, whether you just put it out there like that. If they see a moving scene, they will flag it automatically. That's the algorithm that Google has with the studios. They have a computer that looks into it and automatically will flag it, even though it's a fair use. But remember, the computer doesn't know. Computer, it's automatically designed to detect and destroy. Okay? I mean, the detail, it's amazing on Dolby Vision. And this is why Dolby Vision teamed up with the LG and the OLED. It's because of the OLED screen, OLED panel. You know, and it really looks fantastic. You know, I could be watching this from anywhere, you know, and you're not going to lose any details. So this is something people don't understand. For those of you who don't have OLED TVs, it don't matter really from which angle I'm watching this movie. It's going to look fantastic no matter where I'm watching it from. No matter which angle I choose, it's going to look great. And that's the one benefit of having an OLED and Dolby Vision. And people who bash in Dolby Vision, people who bash in OLED, I can guarantee you they don't have it. Because if you did have it, just like I do right here, I didn't sell this. I still have it. There it is. There's my KS8000, and I love my KS8000. It's a great LED. Now you're asking why I still have this. I have it because, number one, it's a great LED. It has a wide color gamut. That quantum dot, it's an excellent quantum dot with a peak brightness. It just gives you that vibrancy of color and brightness on a screen. However, the deep dark levels is something that it's, you know, hit or miss, but I'm watching it from the center, so it doesn't really bother me that much. And then people ask me, why did you go with the OLED? I went with the OLED because I already have LED. I have plenty of LEDs. I have a wide color gamut LED 65-inch quantum dot, a 1400 peak brightness. It can reach up to 1400. So the most reasonable thing would have been for me, which I did, which I told you this last year, the most reasonable thing for me would be to adapt to an OLED. So this was a perfect deal with a 3D, with a Dolby Vision, both formats and some more formats coming in, fantastic controller, and it made more sense to go with this. And that's why I did it. Why would I put another LED on top of the LED? I already got LED. There's no reason for me to go with another LED. The logical thing would have been, which I did, to go with OLED, and I did. But I got it for like a really good deal, so brand new. Just like I got this receiver, this Dolby Atmos, these speakers, I got them for, I told you guys, for $750. The entire thing, I got a great deal on it, so. There's always deals, people. You just gotta, You gotta be patient, you know. You gotta be patient. Don't get tangled up into your friends and what they're telling you. All right, because at the end of the day, I told you this. It's gonna be you that's gonna be watching that TV. It's gonna be you that's gonna be listening to that receiver. It's not gonna be anybody else. Okay. All right, now we are on Despicable Me 2. As you can see right here. Again, this is courtesy of Martin Poggi. So thank you, Martin Poggi, P-O-G-G-I, Martin Poggi. He's my friend. Thank you for making this video possible. It's because of him that this video is possible, all right? Because both of these movies would have run me $60, $30. So he was able to help me out so I can make this video possible. Let me show you some more stills, and then I'm going to show you what type of Dolby Vision settings I'm using on this OLED C6P 55-inch 3D curved version. The only reason I mentioned the model number, because some of you guys will ask me what's the model number of this TV, the size, etc., etc. So I'm just trying to remind you throughout the video what the TV is. Even though it might trigger some people that I repeat that 3 times. But I'm doing this not just for you. I'm doing this for other people who are interested in this TV. And here we go. Some more scenes right here. I mean, it's really... it's like watching it... I don't know how to explain this. It's almost like you're reading a comic book or something. Like, you know, it's just like... It's like a painting. The best way I can explain Dolby Vision and OLED, it's like a painting. It's like somebody painted this. This is a canvas, and somebody came in with a brush and the paint, and they painted this. That's how good it looks. And again, also keep in mind, my camera here, it's really not doing a justice, and it cannot do any justice. Even if I was filming this with a Red 8K camera, still, you guys wouldn't be able to see what my 2 eyes are seeing. Meaning that the best way to experience this is with your own 2 eyes. I'm not doing this video to convince you. I'm just doing this video to tell you what I'm seeing and then give you feedback. As you can see, obviously, I have the TV, I have the movie, so I'm giving you a feedback. Now, you don't have to believe this feedback. That's up to you. But I'm doing this for those who do want to have seconds of opinion and find out from an independent, which is me, I'm independent, to find out how this movie looks. Let me show you some more screens right here. Let me go to another scene really quick. Here, this is the excellent demonstration of the Dolby Vision. If you look at the security guard here and you look at the light illuminating out on that door, this is a perfect example why Dolby Vision is more superior and why Dolby Vision joined in with the OLED, because the two are truly remarkable. You getting the best of the both worlds. You getting the OLED, which has perfect deep dark levels and good peak brightness, which will advance throughout the years. Once they start rolling out 12-bit 8Ks, the peak brightness will advance to 1000, and honestly, 1000 peak brightness, it's something that's all you're gonna need with the OLED. With a 12-bit and then Dolby Vision and the advanced HDR, honestly, I don't think your eyes will be able to depict any more than that. Okay? And this is just one good example right here. Let me move my screen, my camera. Here I am. No matter which angle, this will look great. Here I am, right here. I mean, I can't think of anybody watching it from this side all the way to the right, but there. As you can see, I haven't lost nothing. I haven't lost anything by watching it from this way. And I have to point this out because the whole purpose of this video is for me to tell you the difference between these two different technologies. That would be like Neil Tyson deGrasse favoring one thing over the other. Him as a scientist or physicist, he has to tell you the difference between the two. And that's what I'm doing too. I'm not trying to be some kind of a scientist. I'm just trying to tell you the difference between these two different TVs, the LED and the OLED. You know, and the difference are drastic, pretty much. They're drastic, and they has to be drastic because it's two different technologies. You know, and I have to acknowledge that, because if I don't acknowledge that, then I'm doing a disservice to analysis. And here's another great shot right here of the Dolby Vision on Despicable Me 2. You can see the light being shined. You can see like where the overshadowing of the light here, it's in par with his face. You see this line right here, that overshadowing of the light? That's what the Dolby Vision depicts perfectly here. And that's what I want you guys to see. And look, it looks fantastic. I don't know how much I can say other than, you know, I can go forever with this. It looks fantastic on Dolby Vision. That's all I got to say. Now, let's go on to show you what type of settings I'm using. Actually, let's do one more still, and then I'm going to show you. Here, let's keep it right here. This is a great still right here of the Dolby Vision. So anyway, let me go ahead and let me show you what type of Dolby Vision settings I'm using. So make sure you click on the settings button right here. Go to the picture mode. I'm using a Dolby Vision movie bright mode, and I'm going to show you what it consists of, okay? So I'm going to go over here. Alright, so the OLED light and the contrast, I keep it at the maximum because I really want to take the advantage of the Dolby Vision peak brightness and the color. So I keep OLED and contrast at 100. Brightness, I moved it down to 45. And I feel the 45, it's honestly the threshold. If you go below 45, you're gonna be crushing your deep dark levels. So I think this is just right amount. Sharpness, I left it at 20. I felt sharpness, it's a nice threshold there too for the outlining. Going above 20, going to like 30 or 40, it's overkill. You don't want to do that. So I would say keep it at 20. Color, I felt also that the 60, it's a nice threshold. What I mean by threshold, I mean it's a nice line that you don't want to cross. Going above 60, then you're going to oversaturate your color. So you want to keep it at 60. You could go to 55, but I feel 60 is perfect for Despicable Me, because it is a cartoon. Now we're going to go to picture options. All of these filters, I turn them off. I turn noise reduction, MP, black levels are, obviously you cannot mess with it. True motion, I left it on smooth only because this new update that I have updated via USB stick, it really helps with the judder. It does reduces the judder a little bit, not totally, but it does reduces the judder where it keeps a little bit more smoother. Okay, so let's go back. And let me look at the expert controls. Dynamic contrast. You will never want to turn this on when you're running Dolby Vision or HDR. You're going to just kill your white bright detail and everything's going to look butt ugly. So you want to turn this off. Super resolution, you want to turn that off. The movie already has sharpness at 20. It's outlined perfectly. You don't need to mess with this super resolution crap. This is something you can use if you're watching a VHS or something like a cable, digital, analog, or coaxial, whatever. Edge enhancer. You can do this because it gives you a little bit of a distance of the outline of the image. So this is not to the point where it's like totally sharpening it out, but it's just like the amount, like icing of a cake, what this is. So you can turn this on. You don't want to mess with this. And white balance, I don't mess with white balance. That's really only if you have a calibrating software, calibrating machine, then you can detect that white balance better. So there you have it, guys. Let's go through this one more time. OLED light 100, contrast 100, brightness 45, sharpness 20, color 60, and there you have it. That's pretty much all there is to it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And again, big thanks to Martin Poggi. Because of him, this video was made possible. So big thanks, big shout out to Martin Poggi, Poggi. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.